Hello everyone, and welcome back to RuneScape. Today we're checking out the player-owned farms once again because they have received an amazing new update that adds things like Farmhands and other minor quality of life fixes to the whole skilling area. And I've been looking forward to this update for a while now. I did neglect my farm for a while there in the past couple months, but I've been back into it, checking it pretty much every day for at least like the past week. Just trying to save up some beans so that we can actually do some stuff when the update came out, and we should be able to do quite a few things now. Let's go ahead and run into the actual farm area because we're not even there. First to note, I do have a second magical Zygomite over here. I did get a third, but I sold it because he only had one trait, so he was kind of junk. I'm working on trying to get a lizard chicken now. No luck there, but should be soon because I have like 3 shiny traits on those guys. But let's just jump right into it then. Alright, so we have here the Farmhands themselves. They've also added a few other things, such as status icons. So we'll go ahead and buy status icons right now. I got the money to spend. So what this does is it will put status icons above them. I think we have to toggle it on. Alright, yep, there we go. So yeah, like, it says that he is, I think that means ready to gather produce, I believe. And indeed he is, so, well, I would gather him, but I don't have room. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh yeah. So I'm, of course, wearing Grace for the Else, but just today I finally got the Animal Farmer legwear so that I can have the full thing. I had everything but legs, so I had just a 33% chance of getting the outfit piece I wanted this morning, and I got it. It was so amazing. So finally I get some benefits to my animals. It's great. But anyway, let's go ahead and get the Storm Barn so I can get rid of these planks. That would be nice. The Storm Barn being another much needed update. So by default, it can hold 15 animals, kind of like a bank. You can upgrade it for 20k beans, which is a little out of my price range. Costs 225 rune nails, 20 mahogany planks. We're going to shove in the rabbits that I originally had in this pen before I put the chickens in there, because I want it in the future. And then this guy, because he was really hard to get, and he's not good enough to use for breeding, but I kind of want to have every single breed, so he gets to stay in there. But anyway, now, let's go find that yak again, because I do want him real quick. There we go. Now it doesn't take you out of the screen, it actually keeps you on here. I didn't even remember seeing that in the patch notes, but it might have been in there. Still, that's very nice. It was annoying having to go back in and click on them every time you removed one, especially in the ones that have a lot like these guys. Very, very highly praised update in my opinion. But yes, so that was the main thing to get in this tab. We can't afford this quite yet. Even if I didn't spend anything else, we wouldn't have been able to. There is nothing new on this tab. This one, we have just the status icons, it looks like, being new. So the main bulk of the update is in the Farmhands one. And we have enough to get a few. We're going to go ahead and get the Trapper immediately because he sounds cool. It takes him 6 hours to find something though, so don't expect to see that this episode. But he can find like anything, I think, except for an Araxite spider, which is fine. Now, for me, I've not even messed with Chinchampas or dragons yet, or spiders for that matter, so I'm expecting good things from him. He's gonna save me the trouble of trying to actually locate some things that I don't really want to have to locate, or buy them, which I don't really want to deal with. Anyway, we have a collector in the breeding pen, we have babysitters, and there should have been something else, right? I thought there was 3 types of things, but I guess it's just collector, trapper, and babysitters. Alright. I was thinking that there'd be more collectors, I think is what it was. Yeah, we can buy that. We can buy a babysitter that can work in any pen. It's fine. They might cost more than these ones, but like actually using them shouldn't cost any more, so it'll be just fine. Alright, so what do these guys all do? That's a good question. I need to find them first. I don't know where the trapper is. I don't know if you like set him to be in a certain pen, or if he's like located somewhere around the farm. Okay, so he isn't. But what you can do is you can hire Susan here, and she will prevent animals growing past the adolescent stage, but she'll charge you for each one. And I think if I look at the news post, I can tell you how much. Yeah, it'll be 2 beans for a small pin, 5 beans for a medium pin, and 10 beans for a large pin. Or maybe for, like, this one, the breeding pin. And it's definitely worth it if you're not going to be able to gather your animal before it reaches the adult or elder stage. Because I think in all those cases, due to the low cost, you would be gaining more beans from selling them at adolescent than you would otherwise. So it's worth having, and I am going to stick her onto this here chicken pen. Just because the chickens grow much faster than everything else that I care about. And I don't really care about getting the XP from them being high level there. So there we go. Now I will be able to sell adolescent chickens or roosters. Although I almost never get roosters. It always seems to be chickens. No matter what. Hey, look at that one. Perfected and fortunate, but inferior. Don't know how you can be inferior and perfected, but you can. Hey, look, it's a rooster. 2 traits. I've got just a single trait rooster with sparkling, which is not that great. But yeah, that's babysitters. Where would collectors be? Well, that would be on the breeding pen, it said, right? While we're over there, we also have a grown-up one to remove here. You have any more that need done? Oh wow, another Saren Spirit? Okay, I'll take that. Let's just clear out all the animals that have grown, which I think that was it. Alright, so. Oh, she's just sitting here. So we can go to collect. He's not currently collecting youngs of my breeding pen. So basically how this works is... Oh, I missed one. Although I think I'm keeping this one. Yeah, this is the replacement for the one I had before. Alright, well anyway. Yeah, so how collecting works is if you breed too many of something, she will collect it so that you can keep breeding, which would be great for getting, like, shinies and stuff, I think. Let me read. Yeah, a fee is taken every time an animal is collected, and you can go talk to her to collect it. She can hold up to 30 animals from 3 different species, so 90 animals, which is ridiculous because you can only have one species in the breeding pen at a time. But, I mean, basically, if you're going for, like, a jackalope, I would assume you just stick some rabbits in here and just let it run, and you could get so many rabbits without even needing to visit. Maybe it won't work out like that, but that's how I see the collector really working. Or, like, if you're going to be gone for a really long time, you maybe stick some dragons in there and try to get a royal dragon without having to put too much effort in. You know, it's just the little things you could try to do. I don't think I'm going to turn her on quite yet, just because I don't know how much it costs per use, and so I don't know if it'll be worth it for me right now. But yeah, you would just come here and collect or check or whatever and get your stuff, and it would be good. And we need to locate the trapper. I don't know where he is. I don't even know what his name... Oh, right, his name is Adam Antite. I remember that now. Where is Mr. Trapper Guy? Oh, really, where is he? Huh. I don't see him. Which is weird. Let me figure out where this guy is. Adam... No. I wouldn't think he'd be hard to find, but apparently I am just blind. It shows him standing maybe on the building itself? Or something? Looks like he's standing on a structure of some kind. But I don't know where. Huh. I don't know. Well, anyway, we got something else we can check out while we wait. Or is he inside? He's inside her house. That's just weird. Okay. Well, anyway, yeah, so we can send him off. Yes, and don't ask me again. So yeah, it's 100 beans, and he'll go find you something. I would assume statistically the thing he finds would probably sell for more than 100 at an adolescent stage. But obviously if you get, like, one of these two, it won't. But I think most other things will. Maybe not cows or sheep either. I don't know. The point is, it's my chance at getting the rarer ones without having to shell out hundreds of or Ks or millions or however much they go for nowadays when you go to World 2. It's just kind of a fun little thing, you know? Throw some beans at them, see what you get. Could be interesting. But anyway, so that is the 3 different types of farmhands. Obviously, I will have to go in here and buy them all at some point just for the completionism of everything. But realistically, I don't see myself using more than what I've already bought. Maybe I'll use, like, one more babysitter. I don't know. If I'm ever gone, I'll obviously need more babysitters. But I'm planning on playing every day for the most part, at least for a minute. But anyway, so yeah, we need to go sell these zygomites real quick, just so I don't accidentally mess things up. Zygomite person, here you go. Mostly I want to save up my beans right now so that we can get the Storm Barn expansion, because I'm going to be slowly filling it up with either shiny animals or like one of each breed. Preferably like a 3 trait of each breed, but you know, I'll take what I have. Oh, I didn't sell my yak. Sell it real quick. Alright, so the next thing here. This is a real small thing, but it's really useful for rabbits specifically. I've had these junk rabbits lying around in my bank. I guess they're like my first rabbits or something. I don't really know. But we're going to sell them. I don't have a rabbit seller though, but we can sell Mitzi for 2 beans here. Goodbye. And now he is named Mitzi. Yes, you can basically feed your excess animals to this baby troll, who's called Baby Shakes, which is kind of an unfortunate name. But yeah, it's a way to get rid of stuff when you don't have the person or if you've hit your limit. Particularly useful, I think, just for rabbits, so that you can just spam through rabbits to get your jackalopes if you want them. Like, I have this extremely happy, starving to death jackalope here. Yeah. So basically, between this and having the collector over here, you could just go through rabbits like insanity and make 2 beans per rabbit, which is nothing, I know. But, you know, it's something in the grand scheme of things, better than just having to destroy them, I would say. Alright, so that, I think, is the main gist of this update. I will quickly glance through everything just to make sure I'm not missing anything. Nope, that's the main thing. There is now a reward for completing the breeding log, which will get you the Old Mick title, so I could be like Old Mick KaBob if I complete my breeding log, which I'm now working on. So that'll be nice, if I ever get that. Oh look, I bought some Wishing Well bush seeds, good stuff. But yeah, so that is basically how the farm's going. I'm trying to keep up with it. I'm going to try to probably set up like a reminder system to remind me to come here, so I don't fall into the rut like last time where I go for a month or 2 without really doing much, because I would love to complete it. I want that lizard chicken. I want to get all the things. I want to upgrade my storm barn. I want to reroll traits on stuff. I want to be able to buy a whole bunch of magic beans for like double XP. Although, you know, I did get 97 farming recently, and just gathering, I've been gathering mushrooms at the Ark in order to train, and just doing that has gotten me a lot of XP. And of course it's feeding my zygomites. They have a ton of food right now. They were starving, now they are not. But the main thing was, that's how I got all of the Master Farmer fragments, was doing that. It's a nice little AFK activity to get those, and also feed your zygomites at the same time. I highly recommend it, if you don't like to waste money. I mean, if you do bossing, it's kind of a waste of time, but, you know, whatever. AFKing cannot be understated as a useful thing, at least in my life. I love to be able to AFK. You can go browse the internet, watch videos, all that sort of stuff. It's great. But yeah, I guess I'll look through the patch notes real quick and just see if there's anything else worth mentioning. Oh right, the smelting gauntlets now count as blacksmith gloves when you're smithing, which is amazing because the smelting gauntlets let you do 60 bars at a time and they go straight into your metal bank, so it makes smithing bars so much nicer. And I'm really glad they did that. I honestly was wondering if it was on purpose that they didn't do it, but I guess either they caved to demand or they just had overlooked it. But either way, I won't complain. I was kind of annoyed that I had to choose between more AFK or a 2% XP bonus. Let's see, what else? You can now teleport out of the player-owned farm pens. That's interesting. Oh, right. Shiny animals will now sell for slightly more if they don't match the breed and trait that the guys here are asking for. So I had that extra magical Zygamite, and I waited to sell it until right before I started recording so that I'd get just that slight bit more beans. And as it turned out, I got this outfit and got like 5% even more than that, so it was worth waiting on that one. Yes, he wants a Fremennik Yak with handsome trait. So if you have a shiny, no matter what it is, it would count as a Fremennik Yak with a handsome trait. So just that little bit of extra value for shinies that makes it worth it to breed using someone that actually has the traits. Like if we look here, where is... Ah, there you are. Yeah, I have a virile glistening radiant, so it'll breed a little more often, but also a higher chance at shinies. Just a little more money-making chance there. I don't know. There's probably some way to math out like the perfect combination to combine shiny chance with money-making, and I don't know what it is. But anyway, looking through here, I mean, today they did like a whole lot of really small mining and smithing things, like they moved some rocks around and things, and nothing major. It looks like they got rid of the attack requirement to add hatchets to the tool belt, which is just one of those things is like, why does it even exist? I don't know. Fixed some bugs with the skilling masks that are modified. Some random other fixes. Yeah, it was like, it wasn't really much of anything amazing outside of those smelting gauntlets. That was a big, very special fix in my opinion. Outside of that, though, today, I don't think there's really much else to do. Like, I have seen on Reddit someone talking about how they should really upgrade the rocks in Prif, and I agree on that. Like, we can go look on there right quick since we got some time. I'm not going anywhere. But yeah, like, my suggestion for this, if Jagex is listening, would be to do one of two things. Either take this mithril, replace it with orichalcite, and either like replace all the coal or maybe half the coal with luminite. That would just make this like at least slightly useful of an area for higher levels, because, you know, at least luminite would be useful with like the rune and stuff, and orichalcite's at least kind of slightly level appropriate. It's at least something new. So like if you're coming back from being gone a long time and you want to upgrade from your rune pickaxe, you could come here, mine some orichalcite, and make a pickaxe out of it. Whatever, but yeah, having mithril here just kind of feels bad because it's such a low-level rock now. But my other idea is to expand on the lower-level thing and take some of these adamant and mithril rocks and replace them with tin, copper, and iron. So this would be like the ultimate place to mine low-level stuff, because you could go all the way from copper up to rune, except for luminite. Once again, they really should put luminite here. But yeah, you could go from copper to rune in one place, and then you'd still have to leave Prif and go mine elsewhere, which is what they want. I don't mind them not having, like, Bane here. Bane's fine. Make people go mine Bane up in the north. It's okay. And Elder Rune, whatever. You kind of get it during the Trehorn hours, but not really. But I think they should upgrade it a little. You know, just a tiny little smidgen of an upgrade. They also need to upgrade the Stone Spirits. But, you know, that's a whole nother thing. I think, personally, they should just upgrade most of them, except for really low-level monsters, by, like, 1 or 2 tiers. So, like, if it gives rune right now, it'd give orichalcite, or is it... What's the one above that? I can't remember. It's not phasmatite. Phasmatite is the thing that goes with it. It's... No, or is it phasmatite? I can't remember. It's been too long. It's been, like, a day since I looked at it. Dracolith goes with orichalcite. It's nechrite and phasmatite. That's what it was. Yeah. Anyway, though, I think I've rambled enough. Padded out the end of this episode enough with my random thoughts. So I'll see you guys next time, where we will probably be doing a quest. I've got a few quests that have come up of kind of being important, such as the Tourist Trap quest, which I need to do for a clue scroll, There's a few others there that kind of important. I have realized for Dominion Tower that there is one more boss I can add to my rotation that is reasonable to fight, and that is the Black Knight boss from the Void Dance series. It's the second quest. I can't remember. There's Quiet Before the Swarm and then a Void Dance, I think, so I believe that's the quest that has the boss. The point is, he's the last boss I haven't done that I would consider is like super easy. And I want to do that quest because it might reduce the amount of Chronozons I fight. Because I've looked on RuneMetrics, and let me load it up. You won't be able to see it because it's still all on the website for that stuff. How do I get to it, please? I wish they would automatically log you into RuneMetrics when you click on this, but they don't. Except for when they do, but they didn't this time. Alright, yes, log me in. Like, they don't even auto-enter your account name. You have to completely log in from scratch. It's very annoying, especially since they auto-log you in for the Solomon Store stuff and other things. But not for RuneMetrics, which you pay extra money for. But yeah, if we go here, I want to go to Kills and Drops. And then make it cover the last forever. Jump it all the way back to before I even had RuneMetrics. Alright, so if I could get this thing to close, there we go. Alright, so the things I've killed the most of in Dominion Tower. The first one is Arg. I've killed 437 Args since I got RuneMetrics. After that is the Giant Scarab. I've killed 429. And then after that is Chronozon at 427. So he's in the top 3, and he is one of the most annoying ones I have to fight because of the whole switching magic mechanic. And sometimes I hit him so fast that I don't even have time to switch through all 4 spells before he dies, and it resets his stupid weakness thing, which doesn't make much sense to me, but he does. So I need every little bit of help I can to reduce my chances of fighting him, because it's so annoying. And if it reduces my chances of the other annoying ones, like Dawn or Elvarg, that's fine too. Elvarg's not that annoying, just the existence of him is annoying, because I have to always have the shield or the potions as an option, so I can't just stick the debuff bar immediately, because otherwise I might die, because he lowers your stats so fast you can't kill him without protection. But anyway, yeah, that's just the ridiculous thing I noticed in my RuneMetrics the other day, is just how common Chronozon is. I hate it. And I did the math and everything, and I figured out like the most ideal quest setup based on my new knowledge of which bosses are the best. And I've realized I could not have Chronozon to deal with. I could not have Elvarg even, and I could still have a much more reasonable set of quests. So if I ever do my Iron Man or my other account, because I had an other old account that's just KaBob799, he's low level. But like they've both of those accounts have only done one quest that I consider annoying, and that means that they'd be free. I could set them up to be like the ultimate Dominion Tower accounts and just power through, catch up to where I currently am on this account with much less annoyance. No Dawn, no Chronozon. It would be great. But I'm not going to do that anytime soon, because obviously I want to get this account higher up. I don't want to go bring an army of KaBobs into the top high scores, at least not until this one is situated as the prime KaBob, because he has the basic name. Every other KaBob falls before him in terms of high scores, in my opinion. But, you know, someday they could be up there. But anyway, that was just something completely random I decided to talk about. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time with a quest. It'll be something that I need for some reason. We will find out then. See you later. Bye.